Hey, Wolf Crawlers, this is GBOSS here. What are you doing to get ready for 2025? I was sitting today and I started to ponder, and I decided to make this video for folks to fully understand that tomorrow is December 1st. Wherever you're watching this video from, you may already be in December 1st of 2024, or you are still at November 30th, 2024. But wherever the case is, we got only one more month in 2024 to complete this year strong. And I feel that it is important for all of us to understand. As you all know, that I have been dropping a lot of different plays, a lot of different platforms when it comes to how we all can crawl into wealth. It's something that I'm very passionate about because some of you may know my story and some of you really don't, right? Like I stated before in some of my videos, I moved to the United States in the year 2000. So initially I was born and I grew up in West Africa, Liberia to be Pacific. So that's why I love Africa. Every now and then you find me, I do go back to Africa. So I'm from the mother's land. That's where my root is. But I've been living in the United States for 24 years now. And again, it's a privilege and a blessing to be in this great country. But I will never forget my root. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing my experience and my journey in different aspects of things that I am doing or I do plan to do, right? So as you all know by we always share this disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only sharing my journey on what I'm doing, both online and offline in the crypto space and other arenas, right? So that is something very, very important. And what I wanted to share with you all today, I believe that it can be very impactful to a lot of people because one of the things I was very blessed in uh, to have in my life was my grandmother, right? And my grandmother taught me how to do business since I was 11. And by the time I was 14, I ventured on my own, doing my own entrepreneur sprint in Africa. And in my mid 20s, I was able to come to the United States. So that's something that I've been very passionate about when it comes to business. But one of the key things I've always knew, something that I always knew is that I can never acquire wealth working for other people. It just can't happen. So even when I came to the United States in 2000, I got involved into network marketing as early as 2001, the end of 2001, the beginning of 2002. So I started doing different networking ventures with telephone companies. I went into the health and wellness. I did supplements. I've been all over. I've done solar. I've done so many different ventures when it comes to network marketing and multi-level marketing, right? So I actually got involved in the crypto space in 2021. 2021, I got involved in the crypto space. And since then, I've come to realize that passive income is the way to go. Passive income is the way to go. As you all know, I always call myself GBOSS, right? That's my alias name. And the reason is because my first name starts with G. And I always used to tell my wife that I'm the GBOSS. I'm the GBOSS, right? So it just got stuck on me. And I developed acronym, the meaning of GBOSS. And that's something that I want to share with you all today because I believe that this can be very, very impactful to a lot of us going into 2025. I believe that this is very powerful. And this is what this like the yardstick that I used to when it comes to my life. So again, I encourage everyone, go to school, get an education if you can. If not, get a trade, right? Because the direction in which we are going right now is like you need that source of income. You need that source of income to start any business on your own, especially if you were not blessed to have an inheritance. So you need that source of income. So you want to start off from there. Obviously, nothing wrong about that. Until you can get on yourself to where you can now start to invest. Because it's very important. That's where the G starts from, right? So when it comes to GBOSS, it's GBOSS, GBOSS, right? So I always tell folks, right? The G in GBOSS stands for grow your investment. It's very important. So you want to take some of your portion, some portion from your income, right? Your hard labor that you are manifesting, right? There and bringing income to your home. You want to take a portion and start putting in investment, right? One of the areas that I found that would be very lucrative is in the passive investments space. Passive investment does not really mean it has to be in the crypto space. I just love the crypto space because I believe that's one of the fastest way that we all can accumulate wealth, especially if you find the right platform to get involved with, or you find the right token to get involved with, right? Because we know very well that most of these platforms in the crypto space and some of these tokens, the main tokens that come out, they disappear, the raw pool. So you want to make sure that you are investing in that area, but also you can also invest into stocks, especially if you're in the United States. You can invest into the REITs, you can invest into ETFs, right? And I believe that's, maybe you need to talk to a financial advisor about that. I'm not a financial advisor. Again, that's by way of disclaimer, but talk to somebody who really understand that space. And sometimes it will even be in the insurance industry, right? There's a lot of different insurance products that you can use that can help you grow wealth, that you will be able to leave for your kids, will be able to pass down to the next generation. So that is something that you definitely want to get involved into when it comes to taking your income and putting into investment. I do not believe in savings, right? That's something that I struggle with my wife because she believes in savings. She loves to see the money growing. She calls it her cushion. So if something happens, it can be definitely a way for her to fall back. So again, I do understand that. However, even though I say I do not believe in savings, I do believe that you can have you need to have your emergency funds, right, in place. So you want to have your emergency funds. Then any assets, you can take that and put it into investing. The emergency fund can be anywhere between 6 to 9 months. If possible, you want to make it to a year, that's fine. Especially if you marry and you have a wife like mine who's always stressed over savings being low. You want to make sure you have anywhere between 6 to 9 months in the emergency funds. That is very, very important. Any assets, don't just keep in a savings account because you earn nothing in a savings account. You want to take that and put it into an investment, like I mentioned earlier, right? It will either be in the crypto space. It will be either with, if you're in the United States, it can be with stocks. It can be with like ETFs or REITs, right? And definitely want to do that. Again, if you are globally, now you can take advantage of learning how to trade in the Forex market. And they have a lot of brokers that you can definitely take advantage of. They have different platforms. And again, you have to really search them to make sure that if you are going to be earning passively from those platforms, they are reputable platforms that would not draw pull on you. It's very, very important. Then you can be able to earn passive income in that way. So that is what the G stands for, right? Grow your investment. B stands for build multiple income streams. So again, most of the folks that I've read about that are doing well, that have been able to grow wealth, they did not just grow it from one stream of income. Even if they had a job, they had a side hustle. Right there, that's two streams of income, multiple stream of income. You can take a hobby and turn it into an income. Definitely. If you are around the world, some of the opportunities that we have here in the United States to be able to grow multiple stream of income to get involved into different income streams, you may not have it in your country. But look around. There's things that you can do. If you work in at a bank somewhere in Africa, Malaysia, Colombia, Haiti, definitely look at other skill set that you have that you can turn into an income generated machine. That's a second source of income. Even if you have to tutor kids in your neighborhood, that's a second source of income. Folks, what I've learned is that it doesn't matter how much that is coming in, as long as you have a steady flow of income coming in. Again, even if it's just 10 cents, but it's coming in consistently on a daily basis, you can be able to compound it and it will grow. I'll give you a story. about my parents, right? My mom was a controller. May the soul rest in peace. Both of them are dead. My dad was an architect. And this is what I learned from both my parents. My mother had money coming all the time, consistently, because she had a fixed job and she was going out there fixing other people's books, with the accounting knowledge that she had. So she always had money coming in, right? She's in different organizations, balancing the books, getting paid for it. My dad, on the other hand, as an architect, he used to maybe have one, two, three, four contracts in a year. So every time that he made money, he had to stretch his money. He had to stretch it because, again, he did not know when the next contract would be awarded to him. So he was always out there lobbying. So that's something that's very important that I learned from both my parents. It's always good to have a steady flow of income coming in. And also, if you have that one big hit that always coming maybe once or twice or three times a year, you have to learn how to manage it. So in order for you to be able to continuously have that flow of income coming in from your big hit, it is advisable that whenever you have that lump sum of money, always take a portion and invest it. It's very, very important. So the O in GBOSS stands for Own Your Financial Future. Like I always say this at the end of my call or the end of my video. You are the architect of your own financial future. Do not allow anyone to tell you how to crawl into wealth. And the architect part, I got it from my dad. Like I mentioned, he was an architect. He always would tell me, say, you are the architect of your own future. I just added, you are the architect of your own financial future. Because it's very important. You have to own your own financial future. No one have to tell you what to do or how to grow your income. No, folks. You have to be realistic with yourself. It's very, very important. You have to be very realistic with yourself. Everybody have different approach or different method in which they can use because of their own personal ability. Some people are just tunnel vision. I've read books. I've heard other YouTubers saying it. You don't want to do one thing at a time. Folks, I've tried that. And that is why I love diversification. I like to diversify because, again, I've tried in the past where I was just tunnel vision, just doing one thing. When I first got into the crypto space and I got involved in certain platforms, I did not want to hear about any other platform. Anybody tell me about anything, I said, no, I'm just focused on this because I did not know what was a raw pool. But when that platform left me or the raw pool, I felt hard on my bottom. And it really hurt. I'm serious. It hurt. Folks, you don't want to be in that situation. It's a scary situation. Most especially if you are an entrepreneur, depending on these different ventures to be able to take care of your family. I've been working for myself in the United States full-time since 2017. I've ventured into different opportunities. I have a fixed opportunity that I'm involved in, fixed business that I'm involved in, but I venture into other things because, again, multiple stream of income. And folks, I can tell you this for a fact. When you are just tunnel vision and you hit rock bottom, it stinks. It's tough. Let's be real. Let's be real. If you only have one job and that job fires you, even if you have to apply for unemployment, and when it's about time for that unemployment to run out, you are terrified. You are afraid. You are scary. You are nervous, especially if you have little mouths that are depending on you. Folks, it is not a good place to be. It is always good, in my opinion. Again, you can decide what you want to do because, like I've stated, you have to own your own financial future. Nobody can tell you what to do. Whatever you feel comfortable in doing, that's fine. Again, I understand a lot of folks cannot multitask because that's the reason why they just want to just be tunnel vision. That's absolutely fine. As long as it's working for you, that's fine. Because again, I grew up in an era where we're told to go to school, get a job, and work for other people. I don't believe in that no longer. I don't believe in that. I do believe, however, that no matter what the situation is, all of our kids, our relatives, the younger generations after us, should acquire at least a 4-year college education. I'm all for school. I'm all for school. However, I still believe that these kids nowadays, we need to start training them to own the financial future. We need to start training them to spend less time trying to play a video game. Instead, we need to start teaching them how they can be the owners of those different video games or the owner of those different apps. We need to start training our kids how they can start learning how to trade and make their own money. These are things that we need to start training our kids so that they can own their own financial future. Because that is something that we at our ages now, right? I'm in my late 40s. And again, this is something that I always tell people that the information I have now, I wish I had it when I was in my 20s. I rather admire these young kids nowadays that they are hitting becoming millionaires in their teens, in their 20s, even before they reach 30s, when they have like 4 or 5 houses. Man, I applaud them. I wish I had the information that they have. Folks, we need to own our own future. And we need to start teaching our kids how to own their own future. It is very, very important. So the first S in GBOSS, it stands for save consistently, right? Like I mentioned, even though I do not love saving, I'm 100% on the investing side. But this is how I break it down, right? I believe at least 80% of my income should go to investing and 20% should go to saving. Like I mentioned, I do save because of my wife. Yes, I save. If it wasn't because of my wife, I'll be taking most of my money and putting it into my investment. But however, you still want to be able to save consistently because you want to be able to have that cushion, that peace of mind. No matter what it is, because you want to be able to get to a place where you have that debt-free life. You don't want to have all your money stuck into investment. You want to be able to have liquid cash so that whenever you want to purchase something, you are not relying on credit. Folks, the ultimate goal is for us to acquire financial independence where we can purchase everything with cash. Cash is king. I also say credit is king, depending on how you want to use credit. Credit can either help you or it can hurt you. I was talking about that. Business credit, hell yeah. Personal credit, heck no. But you have to build up your personal credit sometimes to be able to leverage the business credit. So you have to learn all those different techniques and strategies to be able to balance it. Where I grew up in Africa, we did not really have a good credit. We do not have like a credit system, not at all. Right? Everything that we do is cash. When I first came to the United States in 2000, I had cash with me. I want to purchase a car. The car was like 10,000 and some change. I had about 8,000. I told the guy, give me the car in 6 months time, I'll bring it to 2,000. He ran my social security number. He might call me a ghost. He said, I can give you this car. I was trying to purchase a car. I still remember it was like a Mitsubishi sports car, Mustang, something like that. And I couldn't get that car because I did not have credit. Folks, even if you have cash, again, I still encourage you, save consistently. You still want to be able to have all of your financial parameters in place so that you can always be able to win no matter what. The ultimate goal, is for you to be able to win. You always want to be able to win inside out. Whenever you want to go and transact financially, you always have an approval, a stamp of approval. Bam. That is how you want to be. And that is a good feeling to have. Knowing very well that you have the purchasing power to be able to buy things whenever you want to buy. It's very, very important. And folks, lastly, the last S in GBOSS stands for Strategize for success. You want to be able to develop a strategy that'll be a winning strategy. And folks, that's the reason why you see I share all these different platforms with you all that I'm evolving or different things that I'm doing. I know I'm getting to a place where I want to start sharing more of the offline opportunities that I'm involved in. I just try to develop a system around that because I believe that 2025 is going to be a winning year for a lot of people that are connected to me. For a lot of wealth crawlers, 2025 is going to be a great year. Not even a good year, a great year. That is something I'm very confident about. 2024 was a very difficult year. By the end of 2024, third quarter coming to the fourth quarter, we started to realize and started to tweak things, the way we do things. So the strategy in which we have developed will be shown a lot in 2025. So it's up to you to make the decision on how you want to roll. But just remember, like I tell you all the time, you have to own your own financial future. No one can tell you how to win. I believe we all are GBOSSes. So long we start off with learning to grow our investment, we switch into building multiple streams of income, own our own financial future, saving consistently, strategizing for success. That's a winning strategy. And no one can take that from you. Because you are a GBOSS. You need to be your own boss. Folks, I'm telling you, 2025 is going to be a powerful year. Again, sorry if this video is long, but I just had to drop that because it was on my heart for a very long time. And I wanted to share with you all my roadmap because I believe, right, GBOSS wealth building roadmap to success highlights the important growth strategy when it comes to diversification, ownership, discipline. It's very, very important because, again, this is how we develop our wealth planning strategy. It's very important. And I believe that when we start to implement all of these different approaches or steps, our wealth building endeavor will be unstoppable. Folks, it is time for you to unleash the power within you to win. This is our time. 2025 is our year. I know folks talk about the Bitcoin run and all those different things, but folks, this is our year. You haven't missed the Bitcoin. And I was just talking to someone today, and the person mentioned to me that, oh, the reason why I don't really buy Bitcoin because, I feel that I've already missed out on it. No, you have not missed out on it. You just have to come up with a strategy. If you bought some coins, depending on the quantity that you bought, Bitcoin when it was $80,000, it went up to like $95,000 when you sold. Come on, folks, what are you talking about? You won. You won. We just have to just learn to just change our mindset, folks. And we'll definitely make 2025 a reality when it comes to success. So until I do another video, wealth crawlers, remember you are the architect of your own financial future. Do not allow anyone to tell you how to crawl into wealth. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you love the gems that I bring, which of course I will be bringing more gems, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And always remember, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and be blessed always.